Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it is PE Weekly Challenge number 5 here at the beginning of May.
Hey everybody, thought I'd show you my face again this week so you know that I'm still kicking and show you my quarantine haircut. I did this myself. It's about 3/4 of an inch, I think. I can do your hair if you want once we get out of this whole thing. I'm an expert with the trimmers. Thanks for everybody for handing in dance assignments still. You can still kind of go back in time if you want to do past assignments and catch up. Or, if it's too overwhelming to go backwards and catch up, you can just follow along with where we're at. It's your choice.
First things first, we're looking at the unit zoom out. That hasn't changed. We're in the middle of our create a game unit. So our big goal, the big idea we're working for over the next few weeks is to create our own game from home using the space, equipment, and players that you have. Now, do you need to finish that this week? No. That's the goal for the whole unit. So the zoom in near the microscope there is we'll start planning your game. It will not be perfect. This is just going to be a basic version this week. So I still often, and it's the same as at school, I suppose, I get people saying, what are we doing? I don't get it. If you're wondering what we're doing throughout the unit, I'm going to leave it sort of as a letterhead at the top of each of our weekly challenges. The zoom out is there in blue, and the specific little step to get to the big goal is near the zoom in. So you've got 4 basic questions to try to figure out when you're establishing the basic rules for your game. They're listed in the orange box. So what type of game is it? There's lots of information down below about the type of game. You should click on those links and see what each of them has to offer. Some quick screenshots just to show you. Each one of those, the invasion, the target, netball, striking and fielding, each of those orange boxes next to the icon is a hyperlink. So if you're not quite sure on which type those games are, what they look like, or some examples or some more information, you can check there for some background knowledge. So do some research, try your game out throughout the week, a little bit more experimentation to see if you can get a sense of those 4 rules, and then you'll be ready for the test. Now, I'm slightly concerned because I've been teaching long enough to know that as soon as I say test, that's going to freak a lot of people out. I've just organized a little bit differently this time. I'd like to do what I can on my end to ensure that all 5 of the questions get answered. And sometimes if I give you 5 questions and then just allow you to upload as you've been uploading, some of the questions get answered and some of the questions don't. So this is just a little bit of a way for me to keep everything organized. It's not really a test. You can take it as many times as you want. There's no limit on the time. It's open book. Again, it's just a way for me to organize the questions. So the questions are here. There's 5 of them. They should be familiar because they follow or copy the 4 things we're trying to be focused on throughout the week. So there's one more extra question because I asked you to say how you knew. It was number 2, is sort of squeezed in there. So what type of game have you created and how do you know it's that type of game? Then questions 3, 4, 5 should be familiar because you've got how do you score in your game, where is your game played, and explain 5 basic rules. I've got a link on this entire blue area, so if you haven't taken a test using Edsby before, I don't think it should be that much different on your end than an assignment, but I've hyperlinked the blue area, so you can click there. There's a website page, step-by-step instructions on how to take a test on Edsby. Coming up next week, we'll try to think about how we can make rule changes to your game and making adjustments so that it can be played with more players perhaps, less players perhaps, changing what the offense does, what the defense does, how you win. We'll look at changes and adaptations. That's all for week 5. Stay healthy, my friends. Bye-bye for now.